This next comedian, he's literally the first comic I ever met when I came into comedy for the first time at the Tampa Improv. He just finished touring the UK, New York. He's been doing comedy for over 15 years at this point. He started Tampa News Force. He's a local legend. He came all the way to Tampa just for this evening. Let's give it up for one of the best comedians ever, John Jacobs, everybody.
Way on down south, London town.
That's right. One of the best comedians ever. No pressure. I've never met Rick. I don't know who that is. Oh, man. Good to be here. We could have done this in a smaller venue. This is beautiful. I feel like I'm at a 2 p.m. showing of Blue Beetle. This is wild. No, it's good to be in it. I've never been in this building before. I like the murals on the inside all around. It feels like I'm performing inside of a cigar box, you know? Also, the cocktail party beforehand, pretty cool. I've never done a show where they forced people to drink before the show. That's pretty cool. They're like, no, you have to get fucked up for this. Please.
It's not that hard to believe.
It's not that hard to believe? You got anything else? This was your big moment. I love it. Everybody else, it's been cool the whole show. I'm up 30 seconds. Let's fucking heckle him. It's great to be here, though. I love performing in the last place in Tampa to get gentrified. You know, this is... Hell yeah. I go, I'm not doing the show unless I can fuck a prostitute outside. I need to be able to walk right out of the front doors and see a lady twitching on the ground, or I'm not getting up. I love this. This is so cool, man. This feels kind of like a high school production, you know? Like, some people are looking around like, I thought Hamilton was going to play. What if... This is good. Fuck yeah. I'm kind of hungover. Anybody else? Anybody else hungover? Oh, yeah. You know you're hungover when, like, the light bulb is too loud, you know? You flip it, oh, fuck, turn it down. No. I was out in St. Pete last night. I was at a place called the Crafty Squirrel. Well, no, not appropriate at all. Someone threw a drink on me from across the room. I know. And the shame is we don't even know who it was. Somebody chucked a full plastic cup full of water and ice, thank God. And yeah, it covers me. Everybody's, what the fuck, what happened? So that was annoying. Don't know what it was. Don't know if it was personal. But it is kind of cool to get a drink thrown on you in a club because now everybody's looking at me like, oh, this guy's dangerous. Like, I'm like, yeah, you know, fucking, I'm a real housewife. What's up? I don't know what I did. I'm a badass. You know. You ever been out drinking and there's just someone you've never met before and they're like blacked out. They're doing lines. They're like, we're partying all fucking night. We're wild. We're insane. And then at 4 a.m. they're like, all right, shit, dude, I got to go get my kids. And you're like, you shouldn't have kids. Fuck. Here's a real statistic. I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but 30% of car accidents involve alcohol. Yeah. And I think the more important statistic there is that 70% don't. Yeah, so drink up. Like, statistically, it's the safest thing you can do. And what is that? I couldn't understand any of that. Was there a translator? What did she say? 40, 60? You're talking about your BAC? What are you talking about? I love it. This crowd is getting trashier by the minute. I love it. None of you will ever be allowed back in this building again. I know that for sure. I know, I love it. Because I can only imagine the like prestigious shit that has happened on this stage. It's like, oh, Cinderella was in here, and then people are up here like, yeah, I was jerking off on a dead baby. That was a hypothetical of what someone else might have said, not me. Not me. Ybor City, chickens and crackheads. I love this. Like, unbelievable. I know. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because he lives in Ybor. Just, all of Ybor feels like a stage in Squid Game, you know. Like, it's like, can you get to the bar before the guy licks your shoes? Oh, let's see. Chickens are kind of like the crackheads of birds, too, right? Like the fucking... And it's great, too, because, like, the chickens are protected in Ybor, too. Isn't that exciting? You could be beating the shit out of a homeless guy, and they're like, hey, the blood's getting on the chicken. Don't do that. Here's another weird stat I heard. Some weird fact. Anybody else ever heard this propaganda? They say if you take a cold shower for 5 minutes, it releases the same amount of endorphins as doing cocaine. Oh, yeah. And I was skeptical at first, but I started trying it, and now I'm taking cold showers at 3 a.m. with all my friends. Oh, yeah. I'm like, dude, get back in here. We're not done yet. Fuck yeah. Get back from the bar with a girl. She's like, so do you have Coke? I'm like, well, hop in the shower. Just let me show you. Set the timer for 5 minutes. As I'm sure you can tell from everything about me, I was a Coke addict for a while. And, oh, yeah, but I'm 7 years clean on cocaine. Thank you. All right. Hey, yeah. Hey, well, tonight could be the night. We'll see how the next 5 minutes goes. Yeah, and people, they ask me, they go, how did you beat such an intense addiction like cocaine? How did you beat a drug like that? I'll tell you how I beat cocaine with one word: poverty. Yeah, they don't give you that shit for free, so want to go sober, go broke. That's really the healthiest thing you can do. Yeah, my therapist told me, John, you've been coming here for 2 months, and I haven't seen any change in your behavior. And I was like, oh, well, I guess you're fired. You just work somewhere for 2 months with no results. Expect to keep getting paid. I know. Let's see. Can I see any? I know, the Drain Your Bladder comedy show. Every comic, 20 people go outside, take a... This is a good room. I like this. Hot crowd. This crowd is hotter than a house in Lahaina. I like it. Hey, wait. I'm allowed to make that joke. I'm Jewish. My family owns the space laser. So, that's right. Any other TikTok conspiracy theorists? You gotta paint your house blue, or else the laser will get you. I should have wrote some jokes, you know? Now I've actually been staying in D.C. for a little bit over the last month or so. And I read this on a Yahoo headline article. It said Joe Biden's biggest donors are feeling ignored. And the article is talking about how the people who have given the most money to Joe Biden haven't gotten any special treatment. And I like this idea that Joe Biden is just too old to be corrupt. You know? They're like, but Joe, we gave you $1 billion. And he's like, who are you? I don't know. I'm sorry, I got in my son's stash. I don't know. Yeah. Has Hunter Biden ever smoked crack without filming it? Like, how am I seeing compilations of this guy smoking crack? Unbelievable. Yeah, you never know. He might be walking down Nebraska right now. You're gonna pop. Yeah, fucking insane. Yeah, squeeze them all out. Give me a couple more. Yeah, speaking of news, I like that, I don't like any other shit. That's just a good deflection when you're doing stand-up, to just open a bit with I like, and then you can say anything you want, and you go, but I said I like it. I'm on the side of the... Okay, little peek behind the curtain. You didn't ask for it, but... Did you notice the stage is kind of tilted? That's pretty cool. Anybody notice that? It's because, like, for theater shows back in the day, they would make it at an angle so you could see every character in the show. Yeah, not funny, but you learned a little bit. So we'll go home and go, oh, cool, they tilt the stage. But I like on how every news anchor has that same kind of voice, but nobody talks like that in real life. So it's like, why are we getting our news from people who just sound ridiculous? Like, nobody in real life is like, yesterday I ate a sandwich. Hopefully soon I'll make love. Like, nobody sounds like this, but this is who's on the news. Like, I feel like if they want people to actually give a shit about the news, they should make them, like, speak like entertainment news anchors, you know? I want to see somebody on the news like, Russia fired missiles into the Ukraine today. Talk about throwing some shade. Ukraine wants Russia to pull out. Russia said, no way, Jose. And in other news, a woman in Pasco County is saying, oops, I did it again after drowning her second child. So, all right. That's made up. None of that's real. I know. It's an election year coming up. Love it. Love the election. It's been an election year ever since 2016. The elections never stopped. It's ridiculous. And elections just feel like old people influencer contests. That's basically elections. They just go down the line and they go, okay, so why are you cooler than this guy? And they go, well, I'm gay. And they go, okay. Like, everybody's just saying the same shit in a debate at an election. They're all just saying the exact same thing. One guy goes, if I become the president, I'll stick my dick in my ass. And then the next guy goes, if I win the election, I'll fuck myself. And then one woman's like, if I win the election, I'll stick a dildo in my pussy. And then they're like, is the world ready for a woman to stick a dildo in her pussy? I don't know. Can we handle that change? I like that they tell us the whole thing, our whole life is voting is the only thing we can do. Voting is what we must do. It's the only way to make change. But voting is the only thing we've ever done, forever. And it always ends up in shit. Like, even when they give us exactly what we could want, we still don't vote for it. Like, Andrew Yang said if he became president, everyone would get $2,000 a month for the rest of their life. And people were like, fuck that, communism, not real, bullshit, don't believe it. And then they walk down to 7-Eleven and they get a scratch-off called $2K a month for life. It's like, that's exactly what. And some people are like, oh, well, you know, that's not mathematically possible to give everyone in the country $2,000 a month. That's not possible. Listen, if I'm going to trust anyone's math skills, it's going to be a guy named Andrew Yang, okay? So I think that's about the tamest racist joke you'll ever hear in your life. So I think we can all get on board with that. Oh, somebody just came out of the back room. I'm sorry, I can't. There's naked chicks back here like jerking off. It's wild. You guys wouldn't. Rick really went all out for the show. I do like, I gotta stop saying I like, because I don't. We're divided up into liberal and conservative. You guys are like, is he still doing material? Like, is he still doing political jokes? Yes. We're divided up into liberal and conservative. That's how we're split down. But I don't like, he doesn't like. I don't like that we're cut up into liberal and conservative because those feel too much like blanket statements. You know, because liberals aren't liberal about everything and conservatives aren't conservative about everything. You know, like for example, conservatives are very liberal when it comes to guns and Jesus. Yeah, pray in school, guns in school, pray to your gun in school. Jesus on the cross, make the cross out of guns. Gay marry your gun on Christmas. Like, very progressive when it comes to guns and Jesus. And then liberals are conservative when it comes to humor. Dave Chappelle told jokes, people picketed in front of Netflix. When it comes to COVID, trust the experts. Global warming, trust the experts. Dave Chappelle's been doing stand-up for 40 years. Trust the experts, bitch. Like, I think he knows what he's talking about. And I also, thank you. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if you liked me at all, honestly. I was about to dude. Oh, thank God for that clap. Russo's back there going, get the fuck off. No, he's not. We're best buddies. By the way, when Russo did that that sketch at the beginning where he was a nerd, he comes back out to the backstage, and he goes, dude, I sliced my fucking finger open, and there's blood all over his hand. And we go, oh, dude, you got to wash your hand. You know, you're holding the mic. He goes, don't touch the mic with my left hand. We go, dude, you got to wash your fucking hand. You're covered in blood, and you're holding the microphone. So now all of us have AIDS, basically, because Russo refused to... No, hell yeah, he's getting punished for... You saw how well that nerd sketch did? That was worth... that was worth the blood, dude. Literally putting blood, sweat, and tears into an outfit that was worn for 3.5 seconds. But no, I liked it. I showed up, I said to Russo, I said, I heard you're doing a sketch before the show. He said, I'm doing a few. Well, that's how stand-up shows work. We do the sketch, and then we do the... Liberals, they say, let your freak flag fly. Let your freak flag fly. And then conservatives are like, okay, so like you're cool with the Confederate flag? And they're like, no, not that flag. Do you have any other freak flags? And they're like, well, I got this one of Donald Trump as Rambo riding a velociraptor. And they're like, yeah, that one's a little better. We're cool with that one. The LGBTQ, the message is, be whoever you want to be as long as it's not hurting anybody. And I agree with that message. I think it's a great message. Be who you want to be as long as you're not hurting anybody. But what bothers me is it seems like when they say that, it only applies to them. Because Rachel Dolezal said she was a black lady, and everyone, including trans people, were like, shut up, white bitch, you stupid white whore. Rachel Dolezal went from working for the NAACP to being bullied into OnlyFans. I don't know how progressive that is. Yeah, you can go see Rachel Dolezal's Black Pussy right now. You can go for $5 a month. It just doesn't seem fair. I feel like we need to make it right, I feel like if we're truly equal, like, let Rachel Dolezal sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl and finish it by saying the N-word right when the Jets fly over. I feel like that would be the only way to truly believe in equality. Yeah, I'm progressive. I'm a feminist. I like chicks so much I look like one. God damn it. I know. I look like, huh? I heard it. Tell me.
Blake Anderson.
Blake Anderson? Okay, that's fair. I was so ready to be mean. No, that's a good person to look like. I know. I look like somebody you randomly punch in Grand Theft Auto. You just see me walking down the street like, oh, his hair's going everywhere. That's going to be good. No. I look kind of like Jesus came back, but he forgot why. I know there's something I was supposed to. No. Somebody told me I looked like Fabio with leukemia. And that's not nice. Yeah. I came here right from work. I sell beer to high school kids. I rushed over as quickly as I could. No. I've been riding those e-scooters around town because, I'm ready to die. And I feel like the fun in those isn't even riding them as much as it's just being able to leave them wherever the fuck you want. We all get to feel like rich children. Just like middle of the crosswalk, I'm done. I don't care. I want sushi now. I'm done. Yeah. Bucks are back. We're doing good. We won our first game. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. We don't need Tom Brady. No, we miss him so much. Do you ever think about us? No. Tom Brady's busy, drinking baby's blood or kissing his son, whatever he does. Remember that?